The New York Giants' 2022 season came to an end with Davis Webb making his first pro start at QB and Big Blue losing to the Eagles in Philadelphia. But the team is headed to the playoffs. Ryan Dunleavy, New York Post NFL reporter and fellow Twilight Zone enthusiast, joins me to talk some Giants football. Ryan, how's it going, man?
Good, man. Nothing beats the food in Philadelphia.
There you go. Get some cheesesteaks when you can, if you had the time to do that before you get back home. But let's talk about some Giants football. There was a lot of talk about whether or not the Giants should have rested key starters or starters in general in the season finale, and they did. The game was closer than most expected, so was it the right move for the Giants to play it the way they did here, Ryan?
Yeah, Dex, I thought all week it was the right move for the Giants, and it doesn't really have anything to do with the score. They lost 40-0. I would have told you it was the same move. They get the best of both worlds here. They get to go in with a little momentum after pushing the number one seed in the NFC, showing on defense they can kind of use their formula with anybody, and ask the Chargers, Dex, if they would want to have a do-over on playing their starters. They lost Bosa and Mike Williams today. Sorry to the 2007 Giants history. That's a little bit of a unique case where you're pushing the undefeated Patriots. In a game like this, there's so much more to lose than there is to gain. Giants made the right call.
I agree with you there. They made the right call. You got to protect the players from any sort of injury they can have in the game. Now, the G-Men, they will play the Vikings in the wild card round, Ryan. Why should Giants fans feel confident that they can see their team pull off an upset on the road?
Why not? Think back to Christmas Eve, Dex. That game was decided on a 61-yard field goal. That kicker has since missed a bunch of kicks shorter than that, including a PAT today. So there's very fine line of separation between the Vikings and the Giants. Daniel Jones had his best game by far. Pat through the air this season. They should be able to go back to that. Saquon Barkley ran hard in that game. Obviously, Wink Martindale had some calls he'd like to have back, but I'll take Wink Martindale on a second chance before I'll take most people, including Kirk Cousins, on a second chance. I give the Giants a very good chance. I think the spread is already out. They're 2.5-point dogs. That tells you right there how close the game is expected to be.
There you go. Expected to be a close game. We will see how that plays out. Talk a lot more about that one during the week. Now, Ryan, when you assess the Giants' 2022 season, I think most people would say this season was a success, but do the Giants have anything to prove here in the postseason?
Look, you don't want to get blown out, but I think they're playing with total house money, which is a great place to be in the playoffs. Barring a blowout that says, they don't belong with the top teams, I think anything short of that, this season's a huge success. They were projected by most of us to win 3-4 games, by Vegas to win 7. They're going to the playoffs, first time in 6 years. I think they are playing with house money, and I think you'll see Brian Daboll coach that way. You saw an onside kick today. You saw a fake field goal today, a double pass today. None of it worked, but I expect the Giants will dig into their bag of tricks. They'll have a coaching advantage. They don't have a talent advantage, so I think they'll do some things to kind of make up for it and keep the game close. And these two teams have played the most close games in the NFL. The Vikings have the better record in those games, but this will be decided in the last 2 minutes.
All right, we hope to see that. Well, Giants fans don't want to see it. It might be a little bit too close for comfort for them if the game's decided in the last 2 minutes, but all of us who are looking at this from a fan perspective, just to enjoy the game, I think we'd like to see that, Ryan. That is Ryan Dunleavy, NFL reporter for the New York Post. Ryan, thank you for your time. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.